Hey, so this video is all about what a pour-over will is. So I'm Paul Rabelais. I'm an estate planning attorney. I work out of Louisiana. Before I get into what a pour-over last will is, I need to tell you about an elderly gentleman that was having some problems hearing. Went and saw the doctor, fixed him up with brand new hearing aids. He could hear great. Went back for his checkup a month later. Everything's still perfect. The specialist says, wow, your family must be delighted that you can hear everything that they're saying now. And he says, well, I didn't even tell them that I could hear. All I do is I just, sit in the living room, sit back and listen very carefully. And, since I came in here last time and got my hearing aids, I've changed my will 4 times. So be careful what you say. So happy to be sharing this information with you. We get the question a lot, what's a pour-over will? So I need to give you the context, give you the background. People arrange to leave their estate to their heirs either in a will-based plan, leave everything in your name, have your will direct where everything goes, who's the executor. When you die, things are frozen. Courts oversee the administration and ultimate disposition of everything. Some people, however, have a trust-based plan. With the trust really replaces the will. They transfer title of assets to their trust so that those assets are already in the name of the trust when they pass away. Assets in the trust don't need to go through the court-supervised succession or probate proceeding. Successor trustee disperses assets to the beneficiaries. Now, when somebody has a trust-based plan, they virtually every time they also have a will, and that's what we call a pour-over will. And the purpose of the pour-over will is it's a safety net. It's, if somebody dies and their home, their property, stock, CDs are in their trust, trustee can disperse that stuff right away. But maybe they acquired another piece of property or opened up a new account and they didn't title it in the name of their trust when they acquired it. Well, then we have to use the will, go through the probate and transfer those assets, pour over those assets into their trust for ultimate disbursement by the trustee. So it does serve as that safety net. Sometimes assets are left in the name of the person who set up the trust, either intentionally or sometimes unintentionally. The pour-over will is used in conjunction with the trust-based plan. Got to have the pour-over will, because if you don't have the pour-over will and there's assets in your name when you die, state law governs who gets that. That may be different than what you put in your trust. So now sometimes the pour-over will doesn't even need to be used because the things that need to be titled in the name of the trust are in the trust. And so there's no assets that need to go through probate. And that's kind of the typical scenario or the desired scenario. A quick analysis about when we have to use pour-over wills. Have handled a few of those over the years. Sometimes in a family there's multiple people, and one of the reasons someone sets up a trust is so all those people don't have to go through a court proceeding together and be represented by lawyers. But and so it's nice when you have that trust and can do those immediate disbursements. But then sometimes when you have a trust, there's even assets that do need to go through probate, and we've got to use the pour-over will to get them in the trust. But when that's the case, typically the probate is easier because there's only one person involved. That person is likely the executor of the will, and also typically the same person, the trustee or successor trustee of the trust. So there's really only one person, 2 parties, one person filling 2 roles that is involved in the probate proceeding, and that makes it go faster and easier because you don't have many people having to get lawyers and having to sign off on court paperwork and all the problems and delays that get involved in that. So the probate is easier because the executor handles the probate. The only heir or legatee is the trustee of the trust. So one person gets to handle all of that probate, usually gets pretty streamlined, and then that trustee can disperse assets to the trust beneficiaries. So hope that helps. Bottom line, when somebody has a trust-based plan, they also have a pour-over will, catch-all, safety net, so that if there's assets in an individual's name when somebody dies, the pour-over will directs that those be transferred to their trust for ultimate disposition to the trust beneficiaries. So is a pour-over will really necessary every time? Yes. Sometimes, though, it never needs to be used because there aren't any assets that need to be poured over into the trust. They're already in the trust when the person dies. So hope that helps. If you want to find out more, go to our our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that, Rabelais Estate Planning LLC. You can find stuff on LinkedIn. You can go to my podcast, Estate Planning with Paul Rabelais. And when you're ready to really get going, you can contact us at our office. Number and all that's on the website, RabelaisEstatePlanning.com, and you can take care of business. Hope that helps. Go Tigers. Have a great day.